Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, we're playing Exanima today, so the first thing I want to do is I just want to go into the old school practice arena, and I just want to practice with some different weapons that I don't use very often. I think it's time for me to kind of refresh some of that stuff. So today's name is Bitchbag. We'll be, that physique is fine, who the hell cares? And we'll pick we'll pick the Beatles haircut. What happens if we make it wavy? Oh, look at that. Isn't that precious? Okay, whatever. Alright, let's check that out. And give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. The cat jumped into my lap, and I had to, had to make some different arrangements there. Okay. So I normally fight with a two-handed weapon, like the two-handed sword or the two-handed axe. What I normally do not do is dual wield. So I kind of think that's what I want to try today. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try the old dual wield. Now again, I'm not used to this at all. Just trying to get a feel for what we're going to do here. So it's difficult because you have to swing your body into your strike, so I have to swing first to the left and then to the right. Like so, but it makes it kind of difficult to get that second weapon to land. Alright, I kind of want to change out that mace for this. Don't need his clothes. Alright. Okay, that was an overhead. Didn't work very well. See, I guess I gotta step back after the first attack if I want to land that second one, or if I want to have any chance at all. Well, I guess I could land that, but not with a lot of power. Alright. So again, we're just experimenting with the dual wield here to try and figure it out. And we'll put his clothes on, because who cares? Alright. So if I do a left to right, I should... Well, that was not a left to right. Ooh. See, when I miss completely with the first strike, then this is very helpful. But I'm still trying to figure out how I can get both strikes in cleanly. Let's see. Alright, this is not making it easier to figure this out. However, we got some good stuff to wear now. Hey, Poco. There we are. So if you're just joining us, I'm practicing the dual wield today. And right now, I'm currently trying to figure out how to successfully strike with both weapons in a single approach. And again, I'm thinking what I have to do is like swing and then like actually be backing up with my second swing. Otherwise, I'll be too close. Like, let's imagine that she's standing up and she's not a pile of flesh on the floor. If I swing there, I go with the second one, there's never much force behind it, and I usually don't hit. So if I'm backing up, that was too quick. So if I did it like that, I guess that would work. Let's see what we can do. This will be particularly dangerous with a frickin' huge sword. I don't want to overhead because I want to keep practicing this. There it is. I finally pulled that move off. If I could, if I could make that a little simpler. Yeah, Poco, they introduced dual wielding not too long ago, actually. And I just really haven't used it a lot, so I wanted to check it out a bit. It feels a little strange at first, I'm not gonna lie. But I think I'm starting to kind of get a handle on it. Alright, so let's keep... Well, it's going to be harder to try that here. So that could be good here, because I could hit the shield with the left, and then maybe get around it with... I mean, with my right hand, and get around it with the left, maybe? I don't know. Going up against someone with a big-ass shield, I think, just requires a different strategy altogether. Yeah. See, even my left-handed strikes are very rarely landing because of that piece of shit shield. There we are. Do they, Poco? Do they look good? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know if there's been an update or anything. The only thing I know is that when I launched the game for the very first time ever, there was an end-user license agreement. I have never... Or I'm pretty sure I've never seen that before. Maybe I have, and I don't remember it, but I really don't think I've ever seen the end-user license agreement, so that's something new. This is fine. So I don't know, maybe there was some sort of update. Maybe that's why the graphics look good, I don't know. Alright, now we step back as we swing. No, didn't work. There, okay, so there is one definite advantage to the dual wield, and that is it seems to be a little easier to back your opponent up because they know that second strike is coming. Alright. So, that was the Novice Arena. I don't feel like I'm ready to go to the Expert Arena with dual wield, but we're going to do it any... Well, no, we're not going to do it. Let's restart. Let's do this again. By the way, that restart button, that's new. I haven't seen that before. Alright, we've got our stuff here. Alright, so let's get back to this. Oh, there we go. Oh, whoops. There we go. Alright, so again, what I'm trying to do is that move right there, where I can hit him first with the blunt shit, and then cut him. And that's another good thing about dual wield, is, like, we're obviously only doing slashing and piercing damage with that sword, but we can do blunt damage as well, and piercing with that. So in other words, you can have a blunt weapon and an edged weapon at the same time, and that helps you deal with various armor types, so that's definitely an advantage. Now I guess, in theory, I could maybe swing and then thrust with my second weapon? Like, well, I don't even know if that happened right there. I think it wants to thrust with that same weapon, the one in my right hand. Okay. So I don't think that thrust thing is going to work. Just going to try and overhead just for the hell of it. Now see, they're usually much more aggressive right after your attack, but they seem to realize that I have two weapons, and they know what that means. That's very interesting to see them react to that. Well, sometimes they react to it. Yeah, it definitely does look cool, though, I'll tell you that, Poco. Of course, it always looks good to me. I love the aesthetics of this game, always have. But they definitely do improve the look of it over time. I just hadn't really noticed if something had happened now. Nice. Alright, we might be ready for Expert after this with the dual wield. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Obviously the other difficult thing, as I was mentioning earlier, is getting power behind your second swing. It's already hard enough getting your body's momentum to be in line with the first swing, and then we go to the second. See, as I'm trying to do that, it's really throwing me off. Shit. So in theory, we could start with the left to right and just go the opposite way. But when they have a shield, I think it makes more sense to hit them with the right first anyway. Even though that's not It's not really working right now. There we go. She didn't see that lift coming. Maybe I ought to try sidestepping instead of stepping backwards after my first strike. Like, if I sidestep to my right, well, that's obviously way too far. Just trying to go with a thrust just to change things up. Maybe throw her off. There we go. Alright. So as soon as I said, oh yeah, I think we're ready for expert, that's when I had a really long fight. Let's keep going. Oh shit. It's unusually anxious to get to it there. There we are. Not bad. Now, of course, this is always a pain in the ass. Ah, shit. See, God, I hate how you get in too close for the second strike a lot of the time. There we go. I'm tempted to pick up that sword and have two swords, even though that gets rid of our impact damage. I don't think we really need the impact too much on this dude, because his armor's it's not necessarily that impressive. But I should be able to move a little more, a little more quickly with these, I thought. Maybe not. I think I kind of like having a mace in one hand. This two-sword thing may not be all I thought it would be. Ah, shit, I'm doing very poorly. I was going to try and thrust there. Yeah, and in theory I should be getting real close, because he can't do much damage with me when I'm in really close, but he somehow managed to do it anyway. Yeah, so switching to two swords was a bad idea. That's officially a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. Alright, so we're going to go to expert anyway, even though I just lost. I don't give a shit. Alright, practice, expert. Okay, what do I not have right now? The Gambison for sure. We got a waistcoat on, but that one's probably better. It is. And then the tunic. And that should set us right. Okay, so. Oh, I love the Morning Star right here. So now we're going to go back to mace and sword, but I'm going to replace that sword with that one. The polearms are good defense weapons, so you should wait for them to attack. Well, yeah, you're right. I'm just focusing way too much on the dual wield that I'm doing right now, I guess. I'm not paying enough attention. Ooh, alright, that was nice. Okay, so we've got some chain leggings to put on, and some chain gauntlets. I think we already have the chain shirt. Yeah, well, whatever. Okay. There we go. No, not good. Back up. See, shit. A lot of the times I focus so much on just landing the hit that I don't put any force behind it, or I don't consider that part as much. Like that. Ah, shit. I know it would end up just being very annoying, but I kind of think it would be cool if you could disarm people. If you somehow, if you hit them correctly, somehow you knock their weapon out of their hand. That would be kind of cool, but like I said, I know it would just be frustrating as hell, especially when it happened to me. I'd be setting this computer on fire. Alright. Don't need any of that. This will be tricky. But yeah, we should definitely... Oh, crap. We should definitely only counterattack up against pole arms, including the Bardiche. See, I knew he miscalculated that one. I didn't even have to move out of the way. Alright. Shit. And the two-handed sword dudes are getting really, they're starting off quicker than anyone else. They don't normally do that. Now the sword he has is extremely quick for a two-handed sword. So I gotta be really quick getting out of the way. Or getting into the way and then out of the way. Oh, fuck. I think I'm about to sneeze, just a fair warning, and I don't have a free hand to mute the microphone. So if it happens, I'll do my best to avoid the microphone as best as I can. Oh, his sword was stuck. Ah, damn it. I don't know, I like dual wielding, but as you can see... Oh, I thought I had disarmed him. I was like, what? I like the dual wielding, but sometimes it's very frustrating depending on the type of person or the type of setup you're going up against, I guess. Go ahead and put some lamellar action on. Some better chain leggings, maybe a better... whatchamacallit? Gambeson, yeah, alright. And did I put the belt? Yeah, we got a belt, okay. Oh, hell. I'm trying to find out... Ah, shit. I'm just trying to watch him for a minute and see exactly where his shield moves when he strikes, so that I know when I have an opening. Honestly, doesn't even look like it gives me... Well... Yeah, I think I just have to go around it if I want to hit him or go under it like I usually do like that. No, that didn't work that time. Of course not. Ah, shit. There we go. Should have been a femoral artery cut right there. He should be bleeding out right now. Work on that, bare metal. Work on the arteries. Damn, come on now. See, these fights are starting to get really long. I could power through these much more quickly with my two-handed sword or two-handed axe or something. It's kind of frustrating. Oh, shit. Damn. There we go. Let's see. The sneezing. Yeah, actually, historically, two-handed swords were used to defeat polearms. Well, that makes sense. Especially since range is the main concern with a polearm. I had to move in for that second hit. It was alright. So I should be stabbing him with my sword, but it's in the wrong hand. If I do a thrust, it'll thrust with the Morning Star like that. Ah, damn, I missed. That was going to be one hell of a shot, too. I put a lot of force into it, and I totally whiffed it. Oh, come now. See, that's good. It's getting in close. He can't hit me with the head of that thing sometimes, and that is good. But, other times... Oh, shit. Yeah, see, other times like that, it hits me and I get screwed. Alright. There it is. Jeez. So everyone from now on is going to have polearms, so I kind of feel like I should just pick that up, but that would be cheating. We're doing a dual wield thing, so I'm not going to mess with it. Instead, we're going to cover ourselves in plate here and hope that that will kind of make up for our shortcomings. All right. dumb. Same thing here. The closer in I get, the better, generally speaking. But all she has to do is sidestep, and suddenly she's back within range with the blade of her weapon. Shit. Come on. Yeah, I definitely prefer my two-handed weapons when all is said and done here. But I'm not giving up. There we are. And we'll just basically replace all this. Sabatons, gauntlets. Ooh, and a new gambeson, what the hell. Alright, so I believe we're up against the... I could have sworn I heard a woman. Was this not a woman? Oh, it is. I'm sorry. Okay. And here's the final dude, the 7-foot-tall Daedra, as I call him. This piece of shit Daedra spawned forth from an Oblivion portal, no doubt. The spawn of Mehrunes Dagon. Oh shit. Oh crap. You know, he lands one good hit with that thing and it's just devastating. Ah, fuck. Oh shit, little delayed fall there. That confused the shit out of me. Oh, that was nice. That was not. I just don't understand how he's able to move so quickly and easily in that fucking ridiculous armor of his. It's like fucking 300 pounds of armor. What happened there? Why did my movement stop? Don't know. See, I don't know. I think you're just asking for it if you don't bring a polearm to this fight. Shit! Because, like, I've hit the dude a bajillion times already. Granted, not a lot of force behind most of the attacks. But I've hit him a fucking billion times, and it obviously doesn't matter. The polearms generally have a hell of a lot more strength behind them, do a lot more damage. Especially on armored people when you've got a bladed edge like the one he has, really. Shit, man. This is getting absurd. I don't think I've taken my eyes off the screen once during this fight. This is killing me. When is it going to end? Well, when he kills me in a second. Yep. Alright. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's certainly a conjurer around those pieces of shit. Alright. Yeah, it would be cool for the good and bad armor. I agree with that. Alright, so we're going to do expert again, but this time... I am not dual wielding. Okay, so the question is, do we use a two-handed sword, the maul, or the Volge, the polearm? I'm not... Well, let's try the polearm because I don't usually use them. I use these other two a lot, so this is fair. Alright, so now I have to remember how to fight with a polearm after I remembered how to fight with dual wield. Just throwing myself into all kinds of chaos here. Ugh! That was a beautiful hit. Let me test my range. Still a little too close from there. That would be good. Alright. Damn it! Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, yes! Oh, yeah, that one's going to end up on the highlight reel that never gets made. That's going to be good. Oh, shite. Damn. Totally lost my range all of a sudden. Gotta re-zero this bitch. There it is. Alright. I like that. I do kind of like this Volge, I'm not gonna lie. If I can successfully keep him at bay, he may never get close enough to hit me. And of course, after I say that, I start screwing up pretty badly. Whatever. Shit! There we go. Let's try the old thrust. How did I miss? Oh, you bitch! Oh, it's alright, Poco. That's all good. But if you do ever happen to get that editing software, you know what to do. Of course, I could do it myself, obviously, but I'm lazy. I think one day I will get around to doing it, though. We'll have like a Exanima best kills, best hits, something like that. And that was weird. That will not make it on the highlight reel. Alright. Okay, so now it's a little more evenly matched. And the question is, do I want to keep this Volge after this fight, or do I want to switch to the pole hammer that they are currently wielding against me? And I don't know. It just has some added impact damage. But it also has... It has some pierce, I'm pretty sure, because it has a spike on one end. That was weird. I'm really trying to put some force into these swings here. I want them to count. There we are. I think they also ought to add a kicking mechanism, or a kicking mechanic, so you can kick someone backwards. Oh, what? Oh, he totally pole hammered my foot and I fell. Really? Damn it. I want to try a thrust here, and I keep screwing it up. There it is. Oh, finished him with the thrust to the face. Alright. Alright. Let's compare the Volge to the pole hammer. So we have less impact on the Volge, more balance. Now we don't have any crushing damage, but we do have slash and thrust. So the crush is what we're missing. But then if we use a pull hammer, we have crush, but we don't have slash. Crap. I guess I'll stay with the Volge for now. Why the hell not? Shite. I think she has like a slightly better pole axe than me at this point, or halberd if you will. Damn it! I was gonna say I can play the thrust game too, and then I missed. See, when I get backed into a corner like an idiot, well, when I back myself into a corner, which is how it always happens, I can use that thrust. If I would learn how to aim it, I could use that thrust to get me out of those tight spots. Damn, my range has just suddenly disappeared in this fight. I just cannot figure it out. Come on! There we go. Alright, so let's compare the Volge and the halberd. So this has everything that we have, but more. Except for balance. The halberd has slightly less balance. Oh yeah, the Black Knights. Yeah, it is a pretty brutal fight before Arthur gets involved. That part you're talking about. Alright, we're gonna go with the halberd. Is that what's in my hand now? Yeah, okay. Let me take a practice swing, because we're about to go up against the asshole 7-foot Daedra. Let's see what kind of speed we have. It's very slow. Okay. I can't imagine it's slower than whatever weapon he's wielding right now. Which I can't tell if that's a pole hammer or a pole... I can't even tell. I think it's a pole axe, but it might even... shit, might even be both. Damn, they keep getting tangled. There we go. Oh, how did he land that and actually do damage from that distance? That's ridiculous. Shit. Oh, man, that should have hit. I got robbed. I got robbed load. Oh, shit. This is getting real bad real quick. Come on now. Again, I repeat just like last time, how many times do I have to hit this son of a bitch? Oh, we got him. Alright. Oh yeah, the fight with Arthur was certainly more brutal in the end. But yeah. Okay, cool. So we took care of that problem right there. So I just want to maybe do an... yeah, let's do one more expert run, but let's try something totally different. So this time we'll go with the shield, and we'll go with the Morning Star. So we'll try the whole shield situation now. And we'll see what we can do with this. Now I'm obviously not as afraid to kind of stand with him and fight because I got my shield. So that's why I'm not necessarily moving out of the way all the time. Oh shit. Perhaps if he were to grip it by the husk. Now you got some random Holy Grail shit going on in my head. Thanks, Pogo. It's not a question of where he grips it. It's a simple matter of weight ratios. Oh, come on. So obviously the shield gives us really good protection. But I don't know, I fail to find it. Well, let's keep using it. I don't really see why I would choose this over something else. Oh, hell. Now, of course, there are multiple skills associated with the shield that you learn. Ooh. Under normal circumstances, not in the practice arena. You automatically, I think, get them all in the practice arena. So, I mean, there's ways to kind of specialize with the shield. But I'm not terribly interested in it. Go. If I went around saying that I was the Emperor because some watery bink lobbed a scimitar at me, well, they'd put me away. Or something like that. That's probably my favorite scene out of the whole movie right there, Pogo. What was that guy's name? Dennis or something like that? Dennis the peasant. And he and his wife are just collecting animal shit and piling it for no apparent reason. There we go. Shit, that was close. Oh, come now. You know that that medieval combat league shit, you know, it's like, it's not LARPing. It looks, for all intents and purposes, it looks like a bunch of LARPers, but it's like actual full contact with these fake weapons. I don't know what that stuff's called, but I want some of that shit. I want to go there and I want to do that. I think that would be great. Oh yes, the holy hand grenade. First, shalt thou count to 3. 3 shall be the number that thou shalt count. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but something to the effect of, you shall not count to 1, unless proceeding then to 2, and then to 3, and 4. You shall not count to 4, and 5 is right out or something. Man, I need to brush up on my lines. Then lobbest thou thy holy hand grenade at thy foe, who being naughty in my sight, shall snuff it. Oh, really? In France and Germany? Well, that doesn't help me much. But no, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't heard of any around here lately. Well, actually, I think I have. I need to look into it. I think it'd be really fun, but I could see myself losing my temper very quickly and trying to make those non-lethal weapons into lethal ones as quickly as I could. So it may not be the best idea. Because there's something about, you know, fighting with medieval weapons. I mean, you just wanna smash people's heads in. I mean, come on, it's natural. Oh shit, this is not good. There we go. All right, let's go. Oh, what? Oh, this is ridiculous. This is not gonna go well, I can already tell you. Well, the shield came in handy right there, but not there. Nice thrust. Bet he didn't see that shit coming. Seems like me having the shield, well, I thought it made him a little more hesitant, but now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't. He's still attacking 1,000,000,000,000 times per second. Shit! I think I'm being a little too aggressive here. But the shield is emboldening me. That's why. Oh, Lord, turn around. Okay. Yeah, see how I have no stamina left for my shield? Every time he hits my shield, it's taking health away, and I think that that is bullshit, just for the record. I understand this. Oh, God! And that's true, Pogo. And I did not say no to the Morning Star. Alright, so I got my ass kicked, and that seems like a fitting way to end today's stream. We were doing really well. This is kind of how it always happens. We do really well, like, throughout the stream, and then it gets to the end, and I suck. But anyway, so to recap, today we practiced a lot with dual wield. I kind of like it. We practiced with the sword and shield, well, one-handed weapon and the shield, and I don't like that. And we practiced with the Volge, and I did like that. So that's not really a surprise. But we'll check out some more stuff here in the coming days. And so, yeah, as usual, thank you everybody for tuning in. Poco, thanks a lot for coming into the chat room. Always appreciate that. And I will see you tomorrow.